What's up everyone, it's Austin Rutherford here. Today we're talking about a house that I bought without ever seeing the property. I currently live in South Florida, as you can see behind me, and we bought this property in Columbus, Ohio. So I want to dispel a few myths that are out there that you have to be in the city that you invest in. You don't. As you can see, I'm not in Ohio right now. And you can make money from anywhere in the country, in any city, at any time. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how I found this deal, how I funded it, how I ran the numbers on it, and how I determined that it was a good deal and something that I was gonna move forward with. But before we get into that, if you could smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm, it'd be greatly appreciated. So first things first, how did I even come across this deal in the first place? I got a phone call from a wholesaler in Columbus, Ohio that had this property under contract and wanted to wholesale it to me. We talked briefly on the phone and they told me the rough numbers on the deal, and I was interested immediately just by the numbers that they said. And it being in an area that I own other rental properties in, I love the area. Now the problem here is that I've never seen it and I can't just go and see it. They're like, okay, just come over to the house, take a look at it. I can't, I'm not in Ohio. So what did I do? We put the property under contract pending an interior inspection, and then I hired an inspection company to go out and take pictures of the property. Actually took hundreds of pictures of this property and then sent me the results after they walked through the house. See, the big thing here, I used to think that I personally had to be at every single house that I ever purchased. Like it had to be me, my eyes were the best eyes, my inspection was the best inspection, like it was me and nobody else would sell me the house if it wasn't me. That's completely wrong. It does not need to be you, as you can see from this deal. So as you can see, these pictures here is what I got back from the inspector. The reason that I don't need to be at the house to walk it is because when you get 300 pictures from the property inspector, what can you not see in pictures that you'd be able to see in person? Nothing. You can literally see everything you want to see from the pictures, and that's why you don't have to be there in person. They send you pictures of the electric, the plumbing, the HVAC, the kitchens, the bathrooms, the roof, the plumbing, the outside, the landscaping, the windows, the patios, literally everything that you need to know about a house is within these pictures, 300 plus pictures. So when you hire an inspection company, hire a company that can send you hundreds and hundreds of pictures. You know, sometimes I get like 10 pictures and I don't pay them because I told them to send me hundreds of pictures. I want to see every nook, every cranny of the entire house. So for us, we'll pay like $100 to $250 for an inspection like this. It's very quick, in and out, 10 to 20 minutes. It's not a full-blown home inspection where you're spending $600 to hire a home inspector. It's the same type of person, but they spend way less time on it and they're in and out in 10 to 20 minutes. They send you a Dropbox link to all the pictures and then a 2-paragraph explanation of what's going on with the house. So after we got these pictures back, we realized there was a few additional things that needed work that they didn't see in the first place. We then reduced the price by $7,500 on this deal to purchase the property. Now the juicy part is the actual numbers of the deal. The numbers is what determines if it's a good deal or a bad deal. So let's jump in and take a look at this. So this is the spreadsheet that we use to analyze deals, and the blue are the numbers that you have to change. So this is a property we determined that the ARV, the after repaired value, was $175,000. So with that, we had to go find the yearly taxes, which was $1,500, the yearly insurance, which was $650, and how much we can rent it for each month, which is $1,350. So there's two things that we have to see here, two big numbers that determine if this is a good deal or not. The first number is this number right here, if this is green or if it's red. If it's green, it means that we're making more than $400 per month in profit. So if we're making more than $400 per month in profit, then it's a good deal. So if it's less than 400, then we probably won't buy it. So this one's green, we're good to go. So then the next numbers that you need to have is your purchase price, your renovation, and your holding costs. So purchase is obviously your purchase, renovation is obviously your renovation. Holding costs is all your interest, your title, your property taxes, your property insurance, everything that you got to pay to hold this property until it gets refinanced with a bank. So your all in is about $145,000 based on borrowing money, private money at 10%, and you're gonna buy, renovate, and refinance this in about 90 days, and your closing cost is gonna be $2,500. The reason that this is red is because when you go to a bank to cash out refi, we work with banks that give us 80% loan to values. Sometimes they're 75%, but we work with banks that give us 80% loan to values. So when we go back to refi this, they'll give us $140,000 back, and we're all in for $144,500. So what this means is at closing, when we refinance this, we will have to put $4,500 of our money into this deal. So that's why it's red, because our goal was to get into this with none of our own money. Now remember here, I got a price reduction for $7,500. So boom, now this goes green, which means that I'm all in for 137 and the bank gives me 140. So I'm actually going to be making about $3,000 in profit to own this house. So I'm not using any of my money. The bank's going to pay me $3,000, and then I'm going to have a loan that I'm going to pay every single month. But on top of that, I'm going to be netting profit $431 per month. So we look for these two things to be green. We look to make $400 a month in profit, and we look to be all in for less than our loan amount. Now remember, if this is like $399 in profit, we're still going to buy the deal. Or if this is like $141,000 instead of $140,000, we're still going to buy the deal. But those are our goals when we evaluate rental properties. After determining it was a good deal, we moved forward with the wholesaler. We bought it 5 days after they called us. So 5 days from contact to close, which is very quickly. And then I went out and I raised private money for this deal. So I raised the $112,500 to buy it and the roughly $20,000 for the rehab. I borrowed it from a private money lender to fund 100% of this deal. And then to renovate the property, I'm gonna hire a general contractor to renovate this property start to finish, to renovate the entire thing. We're gonna hire one contractor. So the crazy thing on this one deal, we're gonna have about $35,000 in equity. We're gonna make roughly about $400 per month in profit. We're gonna save $10,000 to $20,000 in taxes just for owning real estate, depreciation on real estate. And 25 years from now, I'm gonna own this property 100% free and clear. All from a property I have $0 into and from a property that I can buy from anywhere in the world at any time. And I know that might seem like a lot to start out to buy a house across the country that you've never seen before, but I promise you it can be done and people do it all the time. So if you want to have a better understanding of how it works and how renovating houses, the construction actually works, make sure you check out the video in the top right-hand corner. Comment below, let me know if you have any questions. While you're down there, make sure you smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm, hit the subscribe and notification bell so you can get all this content going forward. As always, appreciate you being here. We'll see you on the next one.